Hey guys, welcome back to Dede's Mediterranean Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a kind of side dish. It could be served in lieu of rice or bread. It can be served with chicken. It's made out of Burgul, which is a cracked wheat, and şehriye, which is a very fine noodle. I use this also to make the brown rice in my brown rice video. What we're going to do is we're going to combine these, we're going to cook them. You can serve it with chicken, you can serve it with meat, you can serve it by itself with some yogurt on the side or with some salad. It's great, it's a vegetarian dish, and I know you're going to love it. Now, what we're going to start with is I have 1 cup of finely diced onion. You can use either white onion or yellow onion. I have 3 tablespoons of butter. I have 1 cup of Burgul, B-U-R-G-U-L, and I don't buy the finest one for this dish because there's a number 1 and there's a number 2. Number 2 means it's more coarse, so you want the more coarse one for this dish. So 1 cup of that, and then 1 cup of the şehriye, or it's a fine noodle. And it gives a lot of taste and flavor. I also have 1 teaspoon of salt and a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon, and then just for some flavor I add a chicken bouillon. Now if you're vegetarian, you can add vegetarian bouillon. If you don't have it, you don't even need it. And then some black pepper for taste. Let's go to the oven. Now we're going to start off first with our butter. Let that melt. Make sure your heat is on medium heat. We're going to add the onions. Now we're going to let the onions cook until they're translucent and a little bit of color on them, which means they're almost cooked through, but not completely. You don't want them to burn. You're going to cook these for, I would say, about 5 minutes on medium heat. Now as you can see here, the onions have a brown color to them. They're starting to caramelize with the butter. The smell is fabulous. We're going to add to this the şehriye. And we're going to let the şehriye get a little bit of color on it as well. Now, if you can't find şehriye at your local grocery store, you may want to go online and try and look up like a Mediterranean or Middle Eastern grocery store, but I'm pretty sure they all carry it. I see it in all types of grocery stores. If you don't find it, you can always check on my website or shoot me an email, and I should be able to get it for you. So you want to cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until it gets a little bit of color on it. You don't want it to burn, and you want to stay churning it so that none of them burn. Now I continually stirred it for about 2 to 3 minutes, and you see the little noodles now have some color on them. They're like a nice brown color, a golden brown color. Now make sure you're on medium-low heat, and we're going to add the Burgul, just like that. After we add the Burgul, we're going to add water. You're going to need about 3 to 4 cups of water. I'm going to measure it in front of you now. You just want to be able to cover the brim of the noodles and the Burgul and the onion. So let's do that right now. It gives off a little sizzle when you first add the water. There's 2. There's 3. We're going to do 4 cups of water. Just like that. And then to this, give it a little stir. And then to this, we're going to add our chicken bouillon, or vegetable bouillon, or beef bouillon, or whatever flavor you want to add to it. And if you don't want to add any, you don't have to add any either. And then we're going to add our salt and our cinnamon. And just give it a stir. Now what we're going to do is we're going to give this a stir until it comes to a boil. When it comes to a boil, we're going to turn down the heat, just like you cook rice. and we're going to cover it. Let it cook for about 30 minutes on low heat, and then you're going to want to fluff it up with a fork. So I will see you in 30 minutes. Okay, so it's been a half hour, and you see with a fork, just fluff it up. If you want, you can give it a little taste just to make sure that the burgul is no longer hard, just like you do with rice. It's pretty much the same cooking process. So it's done. I'm going to plate it up and show you how to do that. So I have a plate here. Now remember, this goes great with chicken. It goes great with, I mean, anything. It's amazing. You're really going to like this. I just put it in a plate like that. And then I like to garnish it with some parsley. And I love to serve it with some Mediterranean yogurt. It goes great with yogurt. It goes really well with salad. If you want to do like a tomato, cucumber salad with some mint, it's amazing. It's a great dish. It's very hearty. It's very healthy. If you want this recipe, go to www.DedeMed.com. Join me again for Dede's Mediterranean Kitchen.